Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Kimbo here, and it's time for an epic Beyblade X theory discussion video. Another fucking theory video, bro. But we are gonna be talking about a certain character that I haven't talked about in a while, honestly. It's been a minute since I made a theory video on him. So, we are talking about a certain character, BYTE, you know. So some time ago I made a theory about him some time ago. So this is like part 2, if you will, to that. BAITO, the UNDERPRO MERCENARY. So made a part 1 some time ago, so it's gonna be part 2 to things. So, you know, because honestly, just how he is now on the show, the theory's been aging, it's been aging like wine type shit. So if you don't want any spoilers, now is the time to click away off the video. So 5, I'm gonna count down to 5, give you guys 5 seconds to click the fuck off the video. So this is a spoiler warning for you. So if you guys don't know who BAITO is, he's basically like an underground blader in Beyblade X. So I guess there's like 3 different types of levels with this. So the first one, like if we're basically based off like how like season 3 or arc 3 is kind of going, there's basically 3 levels with it. Number 1 being the side of the original X Tower. So you got your bladers like what? Persona, Suganic, Yggdrasil, Goldius, Zoniac, all of them. And then you got your the second half of this is like you got your Zero Kurosu, you know, so Zero Kurosu, true X Tower with things. So I would say that's probably like the second one. And the third one is being like the UNDERPROs. I mean, not the UNDERPROs, the underground organization. So, you know, they basically go by their own rules. So, you know, they go by their own rules, which I mean, you know, they go by their own rules and just, I guess, just, I don't know, they just go by their own rules. But, you know, and then there was a certain blader that went to this side of an UNDERPRO, that being Chrome. Because if you guys remember, in season 2, Chrome left Pendragon to go to the underworld and be a part of things of BAITO. So you talk about Chrome kind of being BAITO's mentor at the end of the day with things, and just seeing how this man's demeanor is, he reminds me a lot of, you know, he reminds me of what the fuck's his name? What the fuck? Pluto. That's what's his name. Pluto from fucking 4D. You guys remember how Pluto was just behind in the shadows, just waiting for the right moment for the Nemesis Crisis to strike. He was like that blader, like he was hiding in the shadows type shit, because he was one of those bladers that was just really in the shadows until Nemesis got revived, and this man started to pop up during like the end of the type shit, the Nemesis Crisis. Alright, so I don't know a lot about metal like that, but if y'all know who Pluto is, he's basically a character from Metal Fight Beyblade, who oversaw like the evil organization, so like Dark Nebula, Hades Inc. He was pulling the strings behind the scenes, like similar to what I said, and to this build up of like the revival of the Nemesis type shit, the god of destruction. He didn't really reveal himself towards, until towards the end of it, which I basically just kind of said, because they were all in the Mayan temple, the Mayan, I said that right, the Mayan temple, all battling Nemesis to get the revival. And he was like, all this led it up to the right moment. But BYTE kind of doing it, BYTE doing it with Beyblade X. So, beginning like UNDERPRO and battling the underground bladers, he has history with other characters like Genro, which it was like X's mentor, but so it makes sense how he has so much knowledge of X, or Kurosu X, you know, but having that knowledge and things, because like Genro and BYTE always had a big time feud. Like they're both powerful bladers, but like at the end of the day, you already know, like we got like big time hints of like stuff in season 2 or arc 2, where it really started with the Underpros and the Underworld, evolving with season 3 or arc 3, to the point where they are like evolving, because they got Gigatani involved with shit, you know. BAITO rising up from the Underworld, you know. Both of them helping out Zero Kurosu in a major way. But now it's the big time focus of BYTE or BAITO. So Gigatani was in charge of the Future Pros, who were originally Underpros. So all of the bladers in the Underworld, a bunch of them became Future Pros and started working for Zero Kurosu. Gigatani became the man that was in charge of all of them, but was cleared that he was getting used by Zero. You know what I mean? Like a pawn or a puppet, you know, which I call Zero like a puppet. Like even Zero said it, like Gigatani was in my way of the vision of the future. Like he was just using him. But yeah, but BAITO, being a part of things, the Underworld, and one of the most recent episodes, episode 122, X and Chrome had their fatal showdown with all of their bays, which it was so fucking dope, dude. They used it all their bays, man. It was really like, you know, the big time showdown really felt like what the hell? A culmination of things since before season 1 or arc 1, but even that story, like the full story coming full circle, this, you know, to where we seeing X's power starting to go a little corrupted, you know. But yeah, but BYTE took back control of the Underpros, or the Future Pros now, because Gigatani, he said, "Oh, you useless now, you know, like there's nothing else for you to do, you know, like we're not gonna work for you anymore." Gigatani knew was going to set and power all of these bladers and stuff and making them stronger, and then he just sat and waited for them, like waiting for this moment to be like, hey, you're not a part of this anymore. So the true bladers of the Future Pros, I guess, know the Underpros and the Future Pros, whatever you call the Future Pros, like say now that they're evolved from the Underpros to the Future Pros, you know, and you got BYTE and the Future Pros and then Zero, you know, like the remaining crew of like the Kurosu clan left. So you talk about, what if BYTE and Zero end up working together? You know, like that's the big time question, because both of their, like, they're deviously and such, I think that's the word, I said it, like the devious side of like BYTE and Zero having that same thing, you know, him just being like, you know, like him not playing around, I guess, and but you know, them working together, so you got the resources of like the Future Pros and the Underworld, as well as like and you also got the Kurosu clan, you know, working together. It's literally like the Underworld rising up. You know, if you see my videos, you already know, like the Future Pros rising up, hell yeah. You know, you got the bladers of like the Underworld like rising up, and I won't be too surprised if like these bladers are like are gonna, like, you know, end up working in Zero's plans, you know, them rising up with the X Tower, and it aged like wine. So yeah, So we're at this point now of like, so we're at this point. Is like the question is like, what are the true plans of BYTE's intentions of BYTE? I said that wrong. Like the what are like the hopes of BYTE? You know, working with Zero, if you will, because like even him sitting in the background was like, like type shit. You know, like his voice. You know, like. I can't even do it. What the hell? Like I can't fucking do it. Like like that laugh, like that laugh that he has, like that. So the big time question out of all of this is Zero and BYTE gonna work together. You kind of saw how it was with Gigatani, because Gigatani got used and shit. But the question is like how Zero's gonna like go with like him working together with like BYTE. Is he gonna do the same thing, like kind of playing like how he did with Gigatani, doing the same thing with BYTE? Like, I mean, like they can go head to head and make some shit, Which, I mean, I don't know how that will work out. Like maybe BAITO will probably be a part of things with like this. The second half of like Arc 3, or I don't know, like him and Zero creating like or some shit, I don't know, like just them working together kind of just to stop like the original X Tower, if you will. I don't know, because the both of BYTE and Zero, they're gonna have some devious plans to take over like this future, but the question is how long are they gonna work together though? Like that's really like the main question out of all this. Like how long are they going to work together, because like I mean it's going to be fucking insane, because they're all devious, like repetition. So I get tongue tied, damn it. I don't know, man. I'm not gonna sit there and just fucking get tongue tied on that word. But like like how the Zero Kurosu kids are like battling like one another, literally calling them losers, and it's sad and it's wild because all the kids are getting used by Zero, but made a whole theory about them, and I hope they have a redemption arc. But even in this way, like I guess it shows like the devious sides of like some people with business, like how Gigatani acting like a businessman, but then trying to go to the side of like, Zero and being all tough and type shit, like crafting his own vision of the future. But then BYTE was like, nah, like turning the future pros, probably like Zero the same thing. Like he's literally, he's just got the way of plans and shit, and what's gonna happen when BYTE and Zero start, button heads, like that's the craziest part, and that's gonna be insane. But yeah, but now I got the hard stuff out of the way. Yeah, so honestly, how BAITO or BYTE's design, his design's so fucking sick for him to not have a own unique bay. I said this before, part 1. Imagine if we see this man get his own unique bay. Now, this man gives me vibes of Pluto, and also vibes from Hein or Heart from Beyblade Turbo, bro. Chosetsu, Hades, him sticking out his tongue, swaying back and forth. Come on, man. Him having the same, like, fucking demeanor as, like, those two. And this is where the point I'm fucking turning up, because got the hard shit out of the way. Now I can talk about his fucking bay. And I can see this man having a Hades homage. First things first, this man, we originally saw him use the Impact Drake custom. So you talk about stamina, stamina, defense. He gave the stamina one to Chrome for him to use it in a certain battle. But yeah. But it'll be so fucking sick to have him on his own unique bay. And I see this man having a Hades, man. Like, his whole attire, his design, man. Like, the purple, the black. You know, like Hades, you know, Heinz Hades, you know, because it was like a fuse between Dead Phoenix, you know, when Vibe broke Hades, you know, he turned it made it in one. So Phoenix and Hades, you know, to make Dead Phoenix. Kind of similar to Pluto. I think Pluto had a Hades, but you know, a Hades homage would be cool. And I said this from the jump: if they make a CX Hades, that'll be perfect. Now we got like CX expansion. Like, I can, like, hey, like, there's still hope that we might see a CX Hades, either a CX Hades or a CX expansion Hades. And probably, I would probably say the best part to give it is the turn assist blade, because it pays fucking homage to the turn frame from the burst one that it had. So literally kind of the same gimmick. You know, you can turn it to make it go through like an attack, you can flip it to make it more into defense type shit. You know, they can easily slap the turn assist blade on there. That's also a Hades homage because it had the turn frame. Like, I don't know what bit they'll give it. We haven't still seen a whole flattened Beyblade X, you know, like how the Zephyr driver was type shit. I don't know if we'll get that, but something similar to make it like a Hades, like, you know, the turn assist blade, you know, that's definitely got to, if it's a CX, and you know they got to do turn, because that's definitely a homage to Hades himself. But yeah, but honestly, just seeing how things are gonna go. Will Zero get that crazy kind of how he did Gigatani and just kind of use BYTE? We'll have to wait and see with things. But I'm excited for the second arc, this second half of season 3. Today is like what? Like what's? Oh my god, what the hell is it? Yeah, I got the phone. Today is April 23rd, so tomorrow's Friday. So I believe episode 123 is gonna get subbed. And you know, tomorrow it gets subbed, you know, gonna watch it and all that. You know, the episode, obviously. It gets subbed, I'll be on the lookout for it and type shit. But I'm excited to see the remaining kids, 2, 6, and 7 popping in. 2 having Bullet Griffin, makes sense, you know, splits into 2. Bullet Phantom! Dual Phantom! You know. De La Paulos! De La Paulos! And I can see probably 6 and 7 probably owning Ring Aether and Haru Shutter. Probably my 2 candidates, you know, either 2, 6, or 7 is going to own that bay. Or those bays, or I don't know, it's going to intertwine. But I'm fucking excited, dude. This is going to get fucking insane. Imagine if we get like some Star Battle type shit. Like, I don't know, because the original X Tower is done. We still kind of got to see the true X Tower, because, you know, I have imagined they'll have floors and shit. So, you know how they have the 10 floor type shit? You know, so say, for example, like the original tower going after, like, the Kurosu kids or some shit. And imagine BAITO's a part of things. Like, you know he has to have his own unique bay. Like, we'll be seeing crazy dream battles, like, type shit like that. You already fucking know. But, yeah. But I'm not going to drag this out too much. I think I said what I wanted to say. It's going to be fucking dope, and I'm here for it. The connection with BAITO and Zero, like, I feel like shit's going to hit the fan. When shit goes crazy, that's where it's going to get fucking crazy. And I'm like, no, holy fucking shit. Type fucking shit. I don't know, man. Will Zero do the type shit how he did the Gigatani? I don't know. But the question is, how long are they going to work for? And type shit. And how long is this story going to go? Because they can easily drag this out until season 4. But the question is, like, will they... The question is, how long are they going to drag it? Are they going to say... Are they going to... They're going to tie it to this season, or are they going to wait to season 4? We're going to have to wait and see. But yeah, guys, but that's going to do it, guys, for this Epic Theory video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to smash crap down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for some epic content, because I upload daily. Make sure to ring that bell. I crap and share you notified whenever I upload a video, you guys. But anyways, guys, till next time, it is your boy, Kimbo, signing off. See y'all later. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, stay awesome, and go shoot. I'm up out of here, man. Shit's gonna get fucking crazy. BAITO and fucking Zero. Holy fucking shit. Go get fucking dope.